What's up, folks? Doing a short video. Uh, been working on my trap for a while. I had some that were rusted up pretty bad because I left them laying over there on the ground, and they rusted more than they was after trapping season. But these are my new. I got a new dozen Bridger number 2 dogless offset, and I painted them this London gray. I painted them. They were open, and I painted them. I let them dry for over a week, and then I closed them today, and I'm hitting spots that I couldn't get. There's always spots that you can't get when they're open or closed. So this is a new thing that I'm doing. I'm not doing any more of these orange. I'm gonna have to find a different orange. Those were brown, and I tried to spray paint over it, but it's flat. It's a flat color. It looks kind of funky. But these green ones here are the ones I started doing. I may start doing all my traps like this. From a guy on Facebook made a pretty good point. You can, if you got a catch, or your trap has been tripped off or dug up, you'll be able to see it from far away. And if you don't see the bright color, then it means you're okay. But I'll use these orange ones for now. See, I didn't get done. That was one can for all the orange ones. But I like the green. So I got those drying. They're open. Once the orange ones are done, I'll just close them up and they'll be done and ready for season. I'm not doing anything else to them. The green ones I'll close up, hit the spots that I missed that you can't get when they're open. So I'm gonna hang these up in here tonight. Over here in this other shed, over here, those are espresso. Yeah, those are brown. That's what I started doing them last year in. I did this dozen in brown. I did a dozen in gray. And then I did a dozen in the bright colors over there. So and of course I got all my DPs done. They're all painted up, cleaned and painted, ready to go. I'm going to these single stakes. I liked them very much. The coons didn't seem to wiggle the rebar out of the ground with one single rebar. I'm pretty satisfied with them. I trust them. Didn't know if I could trust them when I first used them, but I can say, yeah, I trust them. Because I got some of these bolts. They're long bolts. They're like rebar, so. People always say, well, I ain't going to use rebar because it's too heavy. Well, you're not walking and carrying it anyway, so those pieces of rebar will be in my box on my four-wheeler, or they'll be in the back of my truck. It's not like you're carrying them around by hand. Because I tell you what, these cables here, we tie off to a tree, they either climb the tree and get all entangled. And see, you can see how entangled. I tried wrapping them up and putting them inside the bucket all nice and pretty. But when you go to get one out, they're all tangled up. You ain't got to worry about that with rebar. You're not carrying around in a basket on your back anyway, so what's it matter? That's my point. But I'm going straight to these. Because I tell you what, they don't, if you get them out, away from the trees, out in the open, put you a stake in the ground. Everything's perfect. So I got all my cables here. I got 2 things of peat moss. I done got all my jugs filled up. There's my tags I got from my new traps. My neighbor and my buddy up the road gave me another milk crate, and I made these tops for them. I'm going to get some hinges and put the tops on them. I'm going to paint those. Make sure I don't lose anything out of my milk crates when I'm going, because my 4-wheeler's so bouncy, and I'll put one on each one of those and one on there. I'm thinking about putting that milk crate on the front of that box, but I'm not for sure yet. So just getting everything ready. It's a very tedious thing. And working on all this, we got everything baled. I got everything back there mowed and everything up here mowed. The grass is slowing down on growing, so hopefully I won't have as much to do for the rest of the year. But I'm fixing to go up. I got the water tank fixed. That plug was screwed up and all the water ran out of it. So I siliconed the plug in there, and it's been drying for a while, so I'll get some water put in it tomorrow for the deer, because I got raccoons coming down here on my mom's porch over there that I just painted, and they're getting into the water dish, and they're spilling it all over the front deck that I just painted and getting mud everywhere. They must have mud on them, but there's no water anywhere. All the ditches are dry, so I might get that tank filled up. But I wanted to bring that to you. I'm fixing I got that front deck painted over there. This little bitty deck over here by that other door. I'm fixing to tear the top of it off and the cross members and redo all that. Put a new floor on it. Put some legs on the back of it and sturdy it up, because it's about to fall through. So my mom wants that done, so I'm going to do that for her. We've had some water problems. We got a new hydrant here and a new hydrant down there by my house. So that's what I got going on. I wanted to show you guys my new traps. Getting everything done. My neighbor and my buddy down the road, they gave me the milk crate. He started mowing his place. He just got a 0-turn lawnmower, and he's mowing it with it. So it was growed up when he bought it, so now he's mowing it, and he said I could trap up there. So Steve, thanks. Gave me another place to trap there for the coyotes running through his backyard. So yeah, see, there's more of those. I'm leaving those out here to rust, the nuts on them, so they don't turn. But alright, there you have it. Just working on these, getting everything ready. I'm ready for fall, and I'm sick of summer. So tell me what you think about my new bright traps. But I'm up to 3 dozen of these Bridger No. 2 dogless offsets. Love them. You can't beat them. Got one MB550, and it'll probably sit there for the whole season again. I've tried those, and I've tried the K9 Extremes, in the same spot, and the bobcats step on them and roll on them, and they don't even go off. But as soon as I put a Bridger number 2 there, they don't come back. So, but I know these will catch a bobcat because I've caught one bobcat in them, and I've caught my mom's cat in them. So, yeah, highly overrated. You can keep them, but I'm gonna get these put up. So hit that subscribe button before you get off here and tell me what you think about my new traps. Thanks, folks. Later.